9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. On the ground, this is Quinshawn Judkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
To throw is Jackson. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run from the gun. It's Judkins. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Quinshawn Judkins, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Now the try here for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
The score, Ravens 7, Steelers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
2nd and 9 now. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
Let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Screen play, Johnson. Well, first down screen pass, good for 5. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. McLean. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Let's go now. Hey, kick, pass it on 80. Try 60, try 60.
From the gun on 3rd down. McLean. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. Boswell's kick is good. I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. He's able to find Wallace. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works him past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
No, we changed it.
Jackson now. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2nd down and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And Jackson throwing once more. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wallace. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. The Ravens at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. They come in riding high. Just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games, because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum, because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
Report.
Here's Jackson to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Hey, Alpha.
Jackson. goal line, but it's incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
A give up the middle. Judkins. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Quinshon Judkins, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Steelers 3.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw. McLean. They got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And now an audible here into something else.
First down, Steelers.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Steelers 10. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Throwing is Jackson. Now a deep one for Johnston. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Quentin Johnston 60 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Okay, break.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again. A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here we go, check. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Operating from the gun, McLean. That's complete to DK. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a first down.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Dragon 60.
Off play action. McLean. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
51-yard attempt.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And that'll make this an 8-point game. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Hey, middle,
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
No, we changed it.
Now Jackson. It's wheeled in downfield by Johnston. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure someone...
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Quentin Johnston. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready, ready.
Again, it's Johnson. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
First down, Steelers.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Got it. Ready?
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Come on, come on. Ready?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 17-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
On the go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 116 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves.
They give to Johnson going right. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall.
And goal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead, should they so choose. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Judkins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now Lamar changing the play.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Now it's Jackson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, out and back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Middle.
Now it's Jackson. Caught by Gates, left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
At the 16-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Again, Jackson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Jackson from the shotgun. He'll try and do this himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown in their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Come on, ready?
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 to the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come back and continue to throw the ball effectively.
The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And now it's 3rd down.
Ready, break. 7 Pirates. 19 tight. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Looking to throw. McLean. That is caught. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Steelers first down.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not.
It's 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new, it worked there. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. 60 Eagles.
Johnson running right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 128 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Steelers are back within a score. So there you go. They needed a big play, and they got one there on the touchdown run.
And that was a very important drive. Of course, they all are when you're trailing in the second half. But what I really liked, they didn't panic. They knew they still had time to run the football and keep playing their game.
Steelers 27. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
From the gun, it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, the touchdown a minute ago on offense got him back into it, and now the defense turns right around and forces the turnover. And you and I both know if you're going to come from as far down as they have to, it's going to take both sides of the ball, maybe even the special teams, to get involved. And so far, they've done exactly that. Offense scores, defense does its job. They're making their move.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
2nd and 14.
18, 5 years. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw. McLean. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
That's multiple times now he's tagged him with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
I'd sure love to offer some advice to the defensive coordinator, but his guys are just getting run over by an offense that's executing like a well-oiled machine.
Running left, it's Warren. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Going to give up the middle to Johnson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Hey, go!
Looking to throw. McLean. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
70, Timber Wolf. 60, Dragon 60. Let's go. Let's go.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
3rd and
Johnson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved that they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Report! Hey, Ozzy, sit up! Hey, middle! Sit up!
Back to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
A third quarter now at a 1-point game as they line up second and 10.
Hey, middle.
They go play action now. Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
To throw is Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Quinshaw Judkins with career touchdown number 75. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 8.
Ravens 38. Steelers 30.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Dances by at the 20. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased, and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never asked.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, second and 10.
Keep it, 19. 18, pioneer. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Off the play fake. McLean. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf, 77 yards. And the Steelers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point now by Boswell. And this is now a one-point game.
Makes the score Ravens 38, Steelers 37. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Good for a Baltimore first down.
First down, right back to Judkins. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth. From the 46, here's 2nd and 5. An inside run with Judkins. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Quinshawn Judkins, 45 yards. And the Ravens will add to their fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
Steelers 37.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. 2nd and 13. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 32.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Off play action. McLean out to the flat here for Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 4. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
19, Tiger, 19, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Jenkins. 20. 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Quinshawn Judkins with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
37.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They go to Johnson again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Steelers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. McClain. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 49 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First down, Steelers.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
18, 5 in. Go.
Looking to throw. McClain. And he's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Chimere Dike from 3 yards out. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score.
Ravens 52. Steelers.
Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here.
Well, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Oh, I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Ready, check.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
60, 60.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard.
60 back, 19, Tiger, 19, 19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's Johnson again on second down. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Let's go now.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get in. The 2-point conversion is good. And we may be on our way to overtime. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. On the ground, it's Judkins to start the drive. There he goes again. Inside the 10. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
And the Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's first and goal. Irving is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
180! 180!
Jenkins fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Baltimore, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.